Welcome to the One More and I'm Out of Here podcast, coming to you from the One More and I'm Out of Here studios. It is a really cold day here in Cincinnati. I think it's cold in a lot of the country, but it's summertime in Australia, and you know, Christmas is coming up. And if there's anyone out there who wants a set of gonads for Christmas, this is a dude who's got plenty to spare. I mean, how about the stones on this guy? Active fucking shooter. He's got a rifle in his hand. This dude comes up it's all right there on the video. This dude comes up from behind, wrestles that gun away from this dude, just as bloodthirsty as he can be, and then he doesn't kill him.
Yeah, that was kind of surprising.
It is absolutely amazing.
I think it was a bolt action. Maybe he didn't realize that.
Well, I don't know, but he takes the guy down. He gets the rifle from, like, right there. I think I would have lit the dude up if that was me. But then again, you find yourself in a situation like that. How do you?
It doesn't.
You can't
getting
mentally.
Shot.
You can't.
Doesn't he throw the rifle down here? I think he does.
I haven't seen this yet.
Yeah, so I think he throws a rifle down. Do you know that? Do you know how long that shooting lasted?
No, I do not.
10 minutes. Now, so he drops the rifle, and then I believe that's when he gets shot. He's been shot twice. He gets shot in the shoulder.
Yeah, he got shot by the dude's son who was up there on the bridge.
Right. And then I think they were throwing a shoe at him. And oh, there's the son. Yeah, and then the son pops a couple off. But no, the incident lasted 10 minutes. That's a really long time.
That is a long time.
That's horrific, man.
And I would like to know from anyone that knows, does I know they have very strict gun laws. I know that these guns apparently were allowed because the father was had them legally there. They're bolt action. He said they used them for hunting. But I've seen videos of the Australian police officers, and it did not appear like they had weapons. And I'd like to know if that's.
Yeah, I don't know how their laws and police work.
I know. I read they have probably the most restrictive gun laws that are out there. There was a mass shooting. This goes back several years. And after that, they did a gun buyback program.
Right. It
was mandatory in the entire country.
Right.
It's like 700,000 weapons were turned in.
Australian police officers do carry guns.
They do. Well, the
typically
ones,
a Glock.
The female ones that I saw in a picture, they were both standing there with their hands up, and they did not appear to be armed. Now, maybe they were beach monitors. I'm not sure. But 10 minutes is a long time, and I would like to think, look, you know, you're going to get every comment on here about guns, whatever. I'd like to think if that was the United States, those two guys probably would have been shot by a good Samaritan within, what's the over under? I mean, 3 minutes, 2 minutes.
Oh, it certainly helps.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
If this occurred in the United States, especially in a concealed carry state, how long before those two guys would have been shot by a good Samaritan?
In most active shooter situations, and I only know this through like training for school stuff and whatever, it's normally under 5 minutes.
Right.
Typically, like in a school atmosphere, the threat's usually gone by then. But
I would like
over there. I mean, yeah, I have no idea. I knew they had strict gun laws, but I'm not versed.
I would like to think, like, let's say that took place in Texas or Tennessee or even here in Ohio. I'd like to think that somebody with a good guy, a good Samaritan, a resident, a citizen with a gun would have put a stop to that a lot sooner.
Yeah. Either way, I just huge props to that guy.
Oh, absolutely.
Who went and wrestled that gun away from that dude.
He apparently they are Muslim, and he actually is Muslim as well. So let's be fair here. I want to make sure that we acknowledge we're not accused of spreading misinformation. But his name is Ahmed El Ahmed or something like that, and they've raised. Did you know that he's in the hospital? Do you know how much money they've raised for him already?
I do not know.
In Australia?
I do not know.
Over $1 million Australian dollars have been raised for him by the public. Gives like a GoFundMe page. So more power to him. Good job.
Yeah, it's interesting. When I saw that, I wasn't super familiar with it as it came through, but I made the thumbnail the way we did just because there's so much bad news in the news, yesterday, today, the week leading up to this show.
Yeah.
And here we are in the holiday season.
We've had Australia. We've had Brown University.
Yep.
We've had Hollywood.
God, that thing is messed up, man.
And it's, a week Thursday till Christmas. So it's not been fun.
So it's not murder, but somebody's Christmas is going to be fucked. A gentleman by the name of Sherrone Moore that we didn't get to last show, and it just keeps piling up and piling up.
It does.
That team up north, unfortunately, had to fire their coach due to diddling one of his staffers, and then supposedly, I haven't found it to be factually true yet. Like I haven't dug deep into it, but there were two different sources that I saw where he apparently door dashed a Plan B pill to the fucking school, to his office.
You can do that?
Yeah, you can door dash anything.
I've never door dashed anything. I thought it was like
That makes
food.
two of us.
I figured you would have door dashed a Plan B pill
I mean,
for yourself.
I
but-
thought it was food.
What? So she told him that she was knocked up, and he's like, "No, you're not. I'm gonna."
Yeah, so and
We're
that
gonna-
it's out there. I can't
Oh,
I
for
can't say
God's
it's
sake.
fact, but I think it's amusing in the fact that, like you said, you can do that. But this guy apparently, and the AD in Michigan actually knew that a lot of this shit was happening.
I've heard a lot of people knew it was
Oh.
happening, actually, to be honest with you, because I think there's a restaurant there called the Brown Jug. I've never been there, but they had items on the menu named after the coach and the girl.
I did see that.
This is probably the worst kept secret-ish around.
So all of Ann Arbor was in on it.
Apparently,
Oh, my
he
God,
actually even from what I've heard, you're hearing a lot of stuff, but he offered game tickets to how would I describe it? Well, other females that they would join him and her
Neat.
in extracurricular off-field
How about
training
that? activities.
activities.
I love his
Getting his freak
aspirations.
on.
He had his freak on. There's no question.
But I saw the video of him.
I wonder if he hung out with Diddy.
during his arraignment, where they
Freak offs.
they did the arraignment with him on via video camera, and he's sitting there in that little tiny cell, and I'm like, Coach, it's not a good look, man.
No, absolutely
that
not.
is a terrible look.
The worst part of
Married
this-
with 3 kids.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
worst
my
part.
How do you
God.
think their holidays
horrific.
are going to go?
That's terrible. I mean,
Absolutely
you know,
horrific.
he's married and has 3 children, and they have to watch all this take place, and that's why, I think the sooner this gets out of the news, the better for them it will be. But whatever.
So the girl he was diddling around with, has she sued the university yet?
Not yet, but give her a chance.
She's going to.
probably,
Yeah, she's in for a multi-million-dollar payday.
probably.
God. That's horrible, man.
I mean,
That's-
I'm laughing only in the fact that how dumb can you be?
Very,
Obviously,
very.
and the amount of millions of dollars that he just gave up, his coaching career
Unless he's
is
getting paid
going to be
too much.
fucked.
It's
Yeah.
like $6 million a year.
It's
right?
$6 million,
I
dude.
understand that, but compared to like other big time coaches,
And he's a fairly new coach,
He is
so
new, yeah.
he was young, so he has plenty of time to
Yeah.
develop and make more money if he beats Ohio State, but he didn't this year. So,
like I said, for the sake of his family, his kids, I hope this drops out of the news cycle as quickly as possible.
yeah, it's. I mean, obviously, being an Ohio State fan, I just had to giggle at it, but
I wonder who they're.
well, it might drop out of the cycle around here, but up in
Oh,
Ann
no,
Arbor,
probably.
Oh,
I
up
mean,
there,
it's going to
yeah.
be.
Well, they should consider moving to Florida or Alaska or someplace where
Or
there's no
somewhere.
internet.
Terrific.
somewhere.
Any inside speculation as to who the replacement coach might be?
There's all kinds of shit out there. I'd be curious. I think it's their defensive coordinator. I think is going to be their interim, who looks like he ate the other coordinator. The guy's fucking huge. But
Well, they just hired.
they said there's talk about Brian Kelly. He's on the table.
Are you kidding me?
no.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's out there.
God, you want to have a hate even more? I mean,
Again, as an Ohio State fan, please
whatever.
hire
I mean,
him.
that would be I think that would be a dumb choice.
but
Please hire him.
Michigan just, 2 or 3 days before this incident came to light, just hired one of the greatest coaches from our area, Kerry Combs,
Yeah.
who coached at Ohio State, coached at UC,
That hurt my
coached
heart
for
a
the
little bit.
Tennessee Titans. And Kerry Combs goes up there to be the special teams coach. I mean, how do you think he's dealing with all this? I mean, the dude just walks on the campus and like, hey, I got a meeting with coach.
He's
Well,
gone. He's
yeah,
gone.
the jailhouse is that way. It's like, holy shit.
He can only have visitors between 2 and 4.
Oh,
so
my God.
schedule accordingly.
Here's the deal. With the amount of money that school has and the reputation that they have, like dislike, I'm not saying it's a Big Ten school. It's a big program. They have NIL money out the wazoo. This will be a blip, sadly.
Mhm.
A blip.
Oh, absolutely. But obviously,
Yeah.
right now it's huge shit. I saw a funny meme that had 4 pictures. It had Harbaugh, Moore, Harbaugh, and Moore. In a grid, and it's Harbaugh saying, "Hey, Sherrone, yeah, Jim, wrong kind of cheating," and all of a sudden his face is like,
Oh, my God.
"Oh, couldn't happen to
I-
couldn't happen to a better fucking school."
And I've not read all there is to read on this, but I heard on a radio show today someone make reference to like there was some sort of misdeeds going on during the halftime of the Michigan-Ohio State game.
What?
Like there was something. I don't know. I have no idea what it was, but they made some kind of reference that during halftime of the Ohio State game, coach's mind wasn't on. How are we gonna get our shit together in the second half?
he went and got his wick wet.
I don't know. That is what I'm saying. I don't know. That's why I heard someone make reference to some notion like that. So I don't know.
I like it. Why not?
It's
That's enough time on that. Not a big fan.
well, so I mean, I haven't spent a whole ton of time on that.
Well, there's one other thing with it that's frustrating to me, and this Jameel Hill.
Forget about it. Yeah. He's
If he
he's only in
different-
trouble because he's black.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
What
like,
a bunch of crap.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, you knew that was going to.
Oh, it's it's every story.
You knew that was.
No, he broke into that gal's house. He was stalking her. He was threatening her with a weapon.
I heard he was.
I don't give you're white or black. You're getting in a jackpot for that.
Oh, absolutely.
It has
She's
nothing
so
to
full
do.
of shit.
Well, I saw that and I just shook my head. I'm like, don't even give those. Anyone that's spreading that narrative just doesn't even deserve to be.
Well, and she's been fired from multiple media outlets, sports outlets. So it's you take it with a grain of salt. It is what it is, but
It's whatever.
fucking stupid is what it is.
I can't believe they haven't got her as a host on The View yet.
Yeah, really.
For all the idiotic shit that she says.
I heard that MTG is going to be a guest on The View here pretty soon.
Oh.
That's what I've heard.
Here's
I
my
don't
shocked
know if-
face.
Marjorie Taylor Greene has been
She's
seduced by
lost-
the left.
She lost her
All the-
ever-loving mind.
All the loving media she's getting now. She's like, where was this when I was, out there banging the drum for Trump? That wasn't, the coverage wasn't there. But look at her now. She's wallowing in it. So
Whatever.
whatever pays the bills. Good for her. And then of course the Rob Reiner story
Right.
that comes out. I mean, I disagreed with Rob Reiner in the most profound ways possible.
He was not a nice person.
When it comes to some of the political postings he does.
His postings. If you look at his tweets and his post, they were nasty. He was not. He was a nasty.
He had a severe case of Trump derangement syndrome.
He did, but
Extremely severe.
But I'll say this: obviously, horrible situation, and just in case a certain antagonist is watching the show, Trump did. I mean, I got to be honest with you. I'm embarrassed. You guys know I'm a big Trump supporter. I don't think this has any reflection on his presidency, but his tweet or his truthism or whatever you call it post today was not helpful.
Yeah.
And I did not like it.
It was uncalled for.
Yeah, it's
And-
a horrible fucking look. And
It was terrible. I don't like it. I wish he didn't do it. I don't understand. I mean, can we whatever. I mean, you could pay me to be his muzzle and I'll do it, but it'd be a full-time job. No, sir, you can't say that. You're fired. No, sir, you can't fire me. I'm employed by the American people. You can't fire me. But
I carry a different badge of honor.
yeah, he is no better. And I know I will say this. I am proud of the fact that from what I've seen, and you guys can back me up on this or disagree or correct me, I've seen nothing but from the right. I've seen just, what a tragedy this is, what a talented director he was. He made some great films. One of my all-time favorite films, The Princess Bride. Which is just a good,
thoroughly entertaining movie.
I don't think that word means what you think it means, but
what? Princess Bride? I know what it means.
That's the line from the movie.
Well,
but I
knew where you were going.
I forgot about that part. That is a good reference.
And the guy, if you watch his tweets, I mean, he basically told all Trump voters, supporters to F off multiple times. I mean, he had issues, and the tragedy from, anyone being murdered is a tragedy now. It appears from what we're seeing, his son did it. Horrible circumstances. And may he and his wife rest in peace. That's all I can say.
It's absolutely horrific. But no, the list of movies that he made, I mean, very impressive. When you talk about This Is Spinal Tap and A Few Good Men.
I never saw that.
I forgot about that one.
I've seen bits and I've never seen it all the way through. I've
never seen.
I've seen bits and pieces. I have some friends of mine who just think that's one of the greatest movies ever made. This Is Spinal Tap, but no, and a lot of the movies that he was involved with. I mean, just one really good picture after another. So
yeah.
Well, then
he obviously had
all in
talent.
the family as well.
He had talent and a great eye for being a director.
No, you didn't watch
and all those sorts of things.
Jason, you didn't watch that.
Not live. I mean, the syndicated. Yeah.
Like, so you did watch
reruns. Yeah. My grandpa loved that fucking show.
That was a great show.
Archie Bunker reminded me of my grandpa.
It was a good show.
Probably a lot of people.
Yeah. And
do you remember this part though? I mean, and Archie always called Michael Meathead,
right?
Mm-hmm. And so one show he said, "You know what, Arch? What does that even mean?" And he says, "You're dead from the neck up, meathead." And so it was one of the final shows when that sitcom was coming to the end of its run. And I don't know if you remember this or not, but it was revealed in one of the final shows that the term meathead actually came from some of Archie's co-workers who used that nickname for him. So that was, and it was just such a great reveal at, towards the end of the run of that show that Norman Lear put that in there, because Archie was, this whole time he was calling Michael Stivic the meathead, and he was actually the one who was referred to as a meathead by the people that he used to work with.
9 seasons. Had 9 seasons,
yeah.
71
9 times.
So anyway, yeah, it was back in the day when there were 3 channels on TV and UHF, and you didn't have a whole lot to watch. But yeah, it was one of the ones that we did.
And you heard a lot of words.
Oh yeah,
back in those days,
broached a lot of subjects that were breaking. It broke racial lines.
I mean, you heard the N word, you heard the F word, you heard the R word, you heard
the N word.
Oh yeah.
On Archie
in All in the Family?
Yeah,
absolutely.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
I watched it. I don't remember that.
But we as Americans, we used to be able to deal with those sorts of things without everyone having a conniption or calling for people to get fired, or the train stop running. If someone drops one of those words today, oh my God, it's breaking news. It's you gotta get all bent out of shape about it. Like we said, what were you talking about last week? Pappas was driving by Tim Walz's house, calling him a retard, right? Oh well, God, we can't have a conniption over the word retarded. We can't say that anymore.
Oh, our friend Falk sent me something on Instagram. I couldn't pull it off picture wise, but it's Santa going by Tim Walz's house, yelling retard.
Did you I know that you guys,
it wouldn't let me download the picture.
Yeah, I thought I sent it. I know I posted about it, but speaking of, you mentioned his name, Tim Walz. I am upset. Okay, we'll get past this. I'm upset about Trump. Blah. I'm also really disgusted at Tim Walz, more so than I thought I could be. When they asked him a question, obviously about and I'm not taking the show in a different direction, but I just want to mention it. The Somali fraud case seems to be close to $1 billion. Okay. I don't know how you guys feel about money, but that's a lot of jack.
That's a lot of jack.
Start getting to the B's. That's big.
Yeah, that's it.
And at his
B
news
is
When
conference,
we get in the billions, that's when I start paying attention.
your eyebrows go. And Tim Walz, they asked him about, should have the Somali community, spoken up and said, hey, there's a lot of fraud going on here. You guys might want to look into this. And he turns it around and says something along the lines of, well, white guys commit a lot of crime, and I don't see them apologizing for the crime they commit. I mean, the guy is so obsessed with being so politically correct and just placating his rabid left base. I am thankful. I dropped to my knees, and I'm thankful that guy is not the vice president of the United States right now.
No shit.
Because he is a complete and utter
dodged a major bullet there.
And I think that when all of this is this fraud up there is revealed and investigated, I would not be surprised if his campaign did not benefit from a lot of campaign donations from the very people that ripped off the system.
Oh yeah, I'm in complete agreement. When you get in there and do a forensic audit, and you go in and what was this?
Well, I mean,
it's going to be obviously named something different, but those guys, I mean, if somebody were to go in and do it, they know how to find that shit.
$1 billion goes a long way.
Yeah,
goes a long fucking way. So whatever. That's so yeah, we talked about Trump, and we're not happy with that. I'm also, I don't think it affects his ability to be president. I don't think it reflects on his presidential performance. But as a person, I just kind of wish he didn't say that. I really am upset.
Yeah. And I read it, and I was like,
No.
I kind of thought it was a joke at first. I'm like,
No.
are you shitting me, dude?
Probably should have thought twice about that one.
I'm available.
Think
Donald,
before you hit enter. Think
Donald,
before you hit send.
If you want somebody that has some balls, that would definitely tell you don't do that. And I know you like, maybe you're surrounded with yes men. Give me a buzz. I'm happy to handle it. I'll take the job on. I like a nice office. I'd like a view, maybe 2 windows.
I mean, isn't it hard
Company car.
hard to believe that there's
Not
really
lecture.
there's no
And
one that can filter him in that sort of way? Wouldn't Melania put her foot down at some point and say, "Look,
Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind?
I would like to think she
I don't think
wields
so.
at least some sort of power in that area.
I would-
Say, look,
I would say no. on
you've got
Melania.
to put a couple of people on
I think
staff.
the person that probably has the
you
best
want
chance-
to put out your social media stuff. That's fine. That's great. But just
I
put
think Don Jr.
another set of eyeballs.
I
on
think
it.
Don Jr. would probably be the best person to pre-approve
Yeah.
or have final say.
You would think
posts.
there would be some type of screening.
Yeah, I would like to think that. But anyway, so I'm glad that when I put a post up today about Rob Reiner earlier, literally over 100 people, commented, shared it, liked it. There were no shitty comments whatsoever, and that's what I expected, and that's what I think conservatives do. I will say, if you juxtapose that with the reaction to the Charlie Kirk assassination, it's night and day. Now, yes, you can look to the president and say he shouldn't have done that. That's fine. I'm talking about conservatives in general. One person does not, Donald Trump doesn't necessarily speak for me. So I will say that I'm very proud of the reaction that conservatives, at least the people that I know, have had to this terrible thing. And I hope that justice is swift and whatever. I know that his son has a lot of, if it is his son, it apparently is, from all what they say, he's been arrested. He's got a lot of drug issues from what I've heard. He was actually homeless for quite a period of time. So he's got some problems. Sad, really sad.
Yeah. But actually the remarks that Rob Reiner made in the wake of the Charlie Kirk shooting
Were decent.
reemerged on social media.
Yeah.
And he was doing an interview with Piers Morgan, and Piers asked him about it. And I mean, the remarks were kind and thoughtful and very well spoken. And so, I mean, at least he had that sense of humanity to say that at that time and not go along with so many other leftists out there who were, found reason to celebrate that assassination. So
Sad deal.
You were talking about Walls earlier.
Walls.
And we didn't have time to get to this one last time, but your thoughts on Mike Lindell running for Minnesota governor? He's a weird dude.
He's a little bit odd. A little bit odd.
I mean, I think he's
is
funny.
he still making the My Pillows? Is he still doing?
Oh,
is
yeah.
that
Damn it! That's
As far as I know, he is.
Because I know,
I hope
know.
so. That's what I ordered
you
you
know-
for Christmas.
I've got two of them. I've got two of them at home
You're
right
gonna have
now.
two
We
more.
got them last year.
He says he'll leave no town unturned in Minnesota.
Here's the deal.
But-
yeah, he's a weird dude. Okay, got it.
Made a lot of
Is
money.
Tim Walz not a weird dude?
No, I'm
So
not.
maybe that-
I'm not disputing that.
Yeah, so
by
maybe
any
that
means.
But I
works
know,
in
I know
Minnesota.
Hannity, I know Glenn Beck. Some others used to advertise for My Pillow all the time. Now they're advertising for other,
Shilling for other people.
bed accoutrement. You got the sheets and the pillows and all that shit.
Oh yeah, the sheets. I
Yeah.
don't know any of the pillow company. I don't even
Well,
remember.
he made the My Pillow sheets too. Or,
Oh yeah, he did. He did make them.
He had the slippers and the bathrobes and the bath towels and all
I
that
think
stuff.
I think his biggest competitor is probably Ghost Bed
I don't know who it is, but
in the podcast.
they're all advertising for other
yeah
sleepwear
sleep
manufacturers.
sleep garments.
Well, I don't know what happened.
I didn't know that he was a fucking crack addict.
Oh, in
Oh
his
yeah,
book?
he's got a great personal story.
I had no idea.
Oh yeah,
As I looked into him a little bit more, I was like, oh shit. And he's open and honest.
yeah.
about it.
He found Jesus and got the
That's why
got the business
That's
going.
why
and-
he wears a cross on all his commercials. I did notice that. And then as this came out, I started looking more into because I didn't give a shit.
I mean, he was on a personal crusade to prove that the 2020 election was completely bogus. And
TV pitchman and election denier. It says
well-known election denier.
Not only have
And-
I built businesses, you look at problem solution, Lindell said in his trademark rapid fire style. I was able to make it through the biggest attack on a company and a person, probably other than Donald Trump, in the history of our media, lawfare, and everything.
Yeah.
While no Republican has won statewide office in Minnesota since 2006, the state's voters have a history of making unconventional choices. They shocked the world by electing former professional wrestler Jesse Ventura
True.
as governor in 98, and they picked a veteran TV pitchman in 1978 when they elected home improvement company owner Rudy Boschwitz as a U.S. senator.
Who?
Rudy Boschwitz?
Never heard of it.
Name does not ring a bell.
I'm assuming home improvement company. I'm assuming it's Bosch, maybe?
Yeah, he's still. I mean, I'm on their page now. He's still selling pillows and sheets and.
It's
Socks.
odd. It's odd him throwing his hat in the ring. It was one that I wasn't expecting.
It'll be entertaining. Be an entertaining campaign.
Yeah, I mean, if you're
If you're
up,
in Minnesota.
if you're up watching TV at 2 a.m., he'll wake you the fuck up on the couch.
If you vote for him, you get a free pair of socks or something.
Here's your parting gift.
That's right. But wait, if you and your husband both vote for me, we'll throw in an extra pair of socks.
Dude does make a damn good pillow, though. I got to say.
Vote in the. I don't. I
I'm a
actually-
ghost. I'm a
I've-
ghost bed guy.
I've got two of them.
Is that a company, Ghost Bed?
Mhm.
I don't know.
They sponsor a lot of podcasts.
I
and
enjoy
shit,
the
but
hell out of.
it's-
I
it's
enjoy
good
the hell
stuff.
out of my pillows.
Well, you must need a big pillow to hold up that melon.
Yes, I do. It's a large
It
gourd.
is a large melon.
My buddy, I remember back when I worked at Unity Township. My buddy Tim Stevens, I'll call him out. It's funny. And Scott McGee, we made a run on Bootsy Collins, and Bootsy's on the cot. He's having chest pains, whatever. And Scott, his name was Scooter, good old boy from Iowa, but lived out in Mount Orb or Sardinia. And he looks at my buddy Tim, and he looks at Bootsy. He goes, "Hey Bootsy, look at Tim's head there. Would you rather?" He said, "You've been successful, obviously. Would you rather have $1 million or Tim's head full of nickels?" And fucking Bootsy looks at him and goes, "I'll take Tim's head full of nickels." Meanwhile, this guy's having fucking crushing chest pain, but yet still able to make him laugh and shit. It was funny as hell. But... So whenever we talk about your dome, that's what I think of.
Set full of nickels, baby.
How many? Yeah, baby.
I'll take it. I'll take
You
all the
notice
nickels.
you do notice that Dan has to bring in his own headphones because nothing stock will fit that melon.
It's impossible for me to find a motorcycle helmet that fits.
Oh,
God, that would be
That's for
funny.
sure.
Oh, remember I tried to let you borrow mine?
No.
What do you look like? Look like a zit about to pop?
Yeah, sitting right up here.
Beanie. He's driving around with a beanie on his
Oh
head.
my god. Let's see.
No way that was coming close to fitting me.
No, not a chance. Although I thought it would.
Just got to get a running start and jam that melon right in there.
Let's since we've got nothing but melancholy stories today, which nothing like the Christmas spirit, huh?
Well, are you getting ready to pull up the picture of the Portland Christmas tree?
Yes.
So
Speaking of Christmas,
Speaking of,
I actually talked about this on my radio show a couple of weeks ago when they did the tree lighting ceremony. And number one, I was thinking, why even bother? Because they did not use the word Christmas
Just the
at
tree.
any time during the entire ceremony. And then they had a gal on the microphone who got up there and decided that it was the right time to say free Palestine.
Oh, jeez.
So up there in Portland, they really don't have a grasp on what the Christmas season is really about. You know, when you're calling for the destruction of the Jewish people. And maybe it's me. Maybe I've been missing the meaning of Christmas the entire time.
Might be.
But I didn't realize
Son of a bitch.
that's the proper time to get the chants going, free Palestine and river to the sea and all that kind of stuff.
For the audio listeners, Andrew sent me this, and this was dated back December 1st, this post from Rated Red, but it says breaking. Portland is facing backlash after dropping the word Christmas from its annual tree lighting ceremony, referring to it only as the tree.
The tree, yes.
During Friday night's event in Pioneer Courthouse Square, leaders and speakers avoided using Christmas entirely from the ceremony to the advertising.
Isn't that great?
It's so sad. Like, it's so sad.
Well, I mean, like Dan said, what's the point? I mean, what is the freaking point? What do you? I mean, what's your intent here? Why did you? It'd be better. I mean, I think it'd be better if they just didn't even have it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Why put a tree up if you can't call it a Christmas tree? You're afraid you're going to offend somebody. I mean, I'm sorry, it's called Christmas, and part of Christmas is the word Christ, and you guys freak out when you hear that word. But I mean, we're going to go back to calling what, winter solstice, or what are we going to do? Some sort of happy winter solstice day to you? I tell you, and I posted. Now I don't know if you guys, I think you do, but I'm not sure if you listen as much. I'm in the car more.
You do. You put some miles on that fucking car.
I do.
Sure.
I do. I'm 200,000 miles in. It's still running like I was in Columbus today. Glenn Beck has a radio program. He came out with it. Actually, it was pretty neat.
Did you just figure that out?
Shut up.
Congratulations.
Did you hear his AI generated Christmas song?
No.
It's really good.
I wonder
it addresses.
I wonder if I can find it and play it.
It addresses. The amazing part is it's all AI. This is new to me. I mean, you provided with some videos of me doing stuff that I've never done, and I'm blown away because
I'm not sure that rope would have held in real life.
There's no way that rope would have held. But I'm also drinking a beer, which I've done, and I would never do it.
I've only seen it one time.
See,
AI knows.
But I mean, my
AI
point
knows
is,
you drank a
you
beer.
can't believe what you see anymore, right? You can't believe it, and you literally can't believe what you hear, even because I think
you have to question everything.
I question
you
if
really
you're
do.
even here right now. But there is a country western song I heard that is like in the charts, pretty high up, and it's AI.
It's fake, yeah.
It's AI.
Yeah.
So my question,
I've heard it. It's not that good.
Well,
It's not a very good song.
Who gets the royalties for that? The person that
That's
produces
a good question.
Because there's no
Whoever.
I would say, whoever produced it, like whoever made it.
there's no
Yeah.
artist.
Right.
I mean, maybe the artist is the person that produced it. I just am amazed. The song, if you get a chance to listen to it, the Glenn Beck song, and I'm not promoting a show, but I'm just saying the song is really good. It talks about, all the taboo things of Christmas. And it's just amazing. The lyrics are amazing. The beat is nice. The noise, the voices are nice. And I'm just sitting there going, I'm listening to a computer. This blows me away.
Yeah.
Well, Glenn Beck is doing a whole thing with AI now where he
Correct.
has a conversation with George Washington.
Correct.
And he is putting a thing together to where you can have either you or your kids submit questions to George Washington and
AI George Washington.
Yeah, AI George Washington. And you can actually, I guess, have a conversation with George Washington over the computer.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
So he's putting a whole historical series thing together.
That's crazy.
And he talked about this on a show the other day where he laid out all these different parameters with all this team he's got that's working on creating all this AI stuff, because he wants to be in that technology, but he wants to be able to make sure that it doesn't become self-aware and wind up being like wasn't that Will Smith movie where the robots
iRobot, yeah.
where things go haywire
the AI shit.
A little bit.
We keep joking about it, but Yeah, the AI shit, it's going to get somebody in fucking trouble.
I think so.
Like big time. Like hypothetically, the little 10-second video that I made of you, Pappas, drinking a beer, and if I were to send that to your wife,
she'd be like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah, what is wrong with you?
And you can make a lot worse than that.
Oh, absolutely.
You can't. So
that's why I'm using the podcast bank account. I'm going to get a subscription to that. By the way,
and that's just it. I mean, that's why when
I said it on air, so everyone heard it.
I'm getting ready for a show on the radio. I question everything. There's no way I look at one story and take that to the air.
Well, when we started this podcast, like we would, you and Rob would send me articles and whatever. And yeah, you could fact check it 2 or 3 places. Now you have to go like 6, 7, or 8.
Yeah,
just to make sure that even it's an inkling. There's an inkling of somewhat fact there. And obviously everyone's going to put their spin depending on what, whether you go to AP or Politico or, Channel 9, Channel 12 here, whatever. They're all going to put their spin on it. But as long as the meat of the story is there and it's all seeming to jive, like it's all good. But yeah, you have to search 6, 7, 8 places now.
But like even still photographs.
And this show is just, this show is our opinion, right? So we'll bring news stories up, but we're giving our opinions on it. We're not delivering news.
Yeah, but I've seen tons of Trump stuff that is AI.
Oh yeah,
AI generated. One there was one you talked about, the Santa Claus one going by Tim Walz's house. There was a Trump one. Did you see that one?
In the limousine.
He pulls up in the limo, or the window rolls down.
I did see that.
Oh shit. Oh wait, here's I forgot to show this during the Portland thing. There's their other treat. You talk about fucking AI and just generating shit. Fucking the big green butt plug in the square.
Somebody might have wanted to rethink that one. Maybe it's a chess piece. Maybe it's just a big chess piece. I'm not sure.
I'm sure they would be able to draw a big crowd for people that enjoy that sort of activity.
I can see out there on the West Coast.
There's a picture of a green butt plug on the screen. Portland replaces Christmas tree with large green object. Calls new holiday display bold and inclusive.
It's definitely inclusive.
Oh my God, that's funny.
It'd be better in San Fran.
No, but a story I saw today that was not AI generated was that Scott Bessent, who's the Treasury Secretary, apparently a series of coins is going to be struck for the 250th anniversary of the United States. And apparently the Biden administration had come out with a line of coins they wanted struck for the 250th anniversary. And they all had DEI themes.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
Nothing historic, but of course, they wanted to create a false narrative about how DEI has played an important role in the history of the United States. And Scott Bessent apparently found these plans and said, "Nah, nah." And struck down. We'll go with the more historical route.
Speaking of that,
good for him.
And I wasn't going to talk about this either, but the way my brain works. So you guys obviously watched football this weekend, right?
Unfortunately,
saw the Bengals.
God,
unfortunately.
Now,
what a mess.
Other than, and I'm not going to dwell on the game because who gives a shit. But what's annoying me with NFL football is
I saw your post.
Yeah, they are still pushing this DEI shit down your throat. That I think that I just don't get it. I don't understand. And to be fair, I don't watch NFL very much at all. It'll be on. I'll glance at it. But
you're better off for it.
I know, but the coach of the Bengals was wearing a shirt, and on the back of the shirt it said something. What did the front say? Like it
had is that the Inspire?
It was a Nike thing.
Inspire change.
Inspire change.
Okay, and then on the back, it said justice, equity, and a couple other words.
But not in that order. But
no, not in that order. Those are the 2 words stuff down. And I just want I would love to understand. I mean, I'm not smart. I don't pretend to be. What the hell is the NFL's definition of justice and the NFL's definition of equity? I just would like to understand, because I would feel like most people probably try to tune into a football game to kind of relax, unplug, enjoy themselves, be entertained. And I don't need, I just boggles my mind that the NFL feels like they're the ones that are going to preach to me about social justice and equity in the world.
Right.
And I just don't understand where I'm watching a game that is being played by multi-millionaires, okay, that they and more power to them. I don't care how much they make. I don't begrudge them what they make. They have a short lifespan in that league. But, you're going to sit there and where is your moral high ground? I've seen the people that you promote. I've seen the moral character of the people that, there was somebody that was actually on a football team that was accused of murder and nothing happened to him. And you sit there and you're going to promote to me morality. I mean, come on, give me a break. Just play the damn game and shut up.
Well, and you remember when all this started, it was kind of a culmination of things, but you had
George Floyd.
You had the Colin Kaepernick kneeling shit,
Correct.
the George St. Floyd, as they're calling him.
Yeah.
All of that shit. And that's when they started painting, on the end zones.
It takes all of us.
And racism.
Love conquers all. And racism.
Yeah. I mean, they would change them each week, but that's when it all started. If you rewind fucking 10 years ago, you never saw that shit.
Never saw that.
No.
Never saw that.
Never saw it on their helmets. You never saw it on the field, on their, on their garb.
And I saw other head coaches not wearing that sweatshirt. I don't know why this head coach chose to wear that sweatshirt. Yes, other assistant coaches were wearing the sweatshirt on another game that
I'm wondering if they have to, like, somewhere in,
I'm sure they
NFL have to wear it a
certain
certain amount of times a year or something. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'd be curious.
I just have to giggle because, rather than focus on playing a good football game and having the best product on the field, I think that the NFL and especially certain teams are focusing more on ticking the box of the kissing the ring of the NFL and making sure everyone they're telling me to rethink my idea according to them of what equity and justice might be.
Well, I think the NFL is trying to have it both ways because when the whole Colin Kaepernick thing got really out of control and you had all these players that were taking a knee during the national anthem and all that stuff going on, and they were openly allowing this to happen, well, they took a huge hit when it came to TV audiences and it came to people who were attending the games.
Yeah.
And so TV is what rules the roost.
Mm-hmm.
So when they have a sit down with CBS and NBC and the other, ESPN, when they have a sit down with these folks and they say, look, our ratings are off X number of percentage points, and that translates into less revenue. And that means, we're going to have to start reworking our deals here. And it was all directly attributable to all this extracurricular nonsense that they were getting involved in. So if you notice, they don't show the national anthem being played at a football game anymore. They got away from a lot of that stuff. I mean, they still got all the stuff in the end zone and all the stuff on the back of the helmets, but they really stopped getting away from making that front and center. So now, the NFL in the last several years has enjoyed a renaissance with a lot more people watching the games, and the revenues are up and all that kind of stuff. But I think if this kind of stuff starts worming its way back in and getting more prominently displayed, I think they're going to wind up going down that road again. Where I had a lot of my friends, back then. I remember one of my buddies said, you know what? It's amazing how much you can get done on a Sunday when you're not watching football all day.
And you can waste, to be honest. I mean, you can. I know guys that Sunday, don't bother them.
Yeah,
don't ask them to do anything. I'm watching football, and after that game, I'm watching another game. I mean, literally, the way they have it staggered, you could spend all day sitting in front of the television. And I'm not begrudging you that. That's that's the one day that you want to, relax and unplug, and that helps you get through the day, get through the week. Hey, more power to you. I'm just saying you can really waste a lot of time.
Yeah, but on a Sunday night, you can literally, with the games that go on in Europe now, you can literally watch football from. What time do those games start? Like 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. The ones that in Europe.
Yeah,
you can watch football from 7 o'clock in the morning till midnight at night with a Sunday night football game.
Right.
Did you see your buddy Alex is in the chats, Pappas?
You're kidding.
No, he goes, "Hi, Andrew. Don't ever say I don't listen."
I did not see that. I am sorry, I did not.
Alex T, what's up, buddy?
Triatafilu.
How about that?
Thanks for the support.
I said welcome. Welcome to the shit show, Alex. We appreciate you.
I'm not sure if he has a podcast. There it is.
I'll bet he does.
If he does, I don't listen. he should have me on. Maybe I could.
Not self-serving or anything.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
He must be driving. That's all I can think of. He must
Probably.
be bored.
Let's see. Let's hit this real quick while we're sitting here. And like you said.
Oh, and by the way,
NFL is a
Alex, if you
fucking
talk to
joke right now.
Smitherman, tell him that it's Vivek Ramaswamy, not Vivek, please.
If you have that conversation.
Vivek like cake.
Look at you.
I like Vivek.
Let's talk about this Brown University shooting.
Ugh.
I think before we started, you said you had thought that the gunman was caught, and then now the manhunt is still happening. Now I don't know what's happened since earlier this afternoon. If anything,
Do I have a new hater online that I'm not aware of? Randy?
I don't know.
Randy Porfirio?
He hates a lot of things, but
So now he's.
I don't know who it is. But welcome.
Hey, thanks for the shout out. I appreciate that.
Keep that algorithm going.
Nobody
Works
cares
out.
about me though.
Yeah, Brown University shooting and manhunt resets with the release of the person of interest. Now, do you know who? I haven't looked at it. Do you know who they arrested?
It was a dude.
I do not.
It was a guy. It was a younger guy, not young, but younger than me, which doesn't narrow it down. And people were going, went on his social media, and he had some posts that blah 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 blah, and he was interested in this, that, and the other, and then it just vanished. And I was like, and I assumed when I woke up this morning, I was like, okay, they caught the guy. I hope he gets justice. And then they're like, no, they let him go. So it wasn't the guy. And I think even Kash Patel came out and said that the FBI had assisted in tracking down this guy, and he's catching some grief for jumping the gun a little bit.
Right. It says police announced that a person of interest was taken into custody early Sunday morning. Later that night, officials said the individual was released, but then there's no other details.
How many people got shot at Brown?
2, I believe. I believe it was 2. I could be wrong, but I know that one was there was a
19-year-old Ella Cook,
correct,
sophomore from Alabama. Cook was the vice president of Brown University College Republican.
And then I believe a guy from another country, if I'm not Uzbekistan, natural assistant.
Mohammed Aziz Umarzakov. I don't know if that's correct. I apologize. But
so I think it was
a freshman. He's been identified as a second victim. He was a naturalized citizen from Uzbekistan living in Virginia.
Now, did you see the video of the police going in and freeing some of those students?
I did not. I didn't see that. No.
Okay. So the confusing thing about that was, if you've seen the video, there's Dan, have you seen it?
I have not. The only video I've seen is there's a very brief video of I guess the alleged shooter sort of turning a corner and walking down the street.
Okay.
That's really the only video I've seen from the Brown University thing.
So what I did not understand was there's a video, and there's probably 15 or 10 kids, students sequestered in between some, looks like library bookshelves. And the police come in, and you hear shooting, you hear active shooting. And then the police say, police, we're here, hands up. And they, let's see your hands. And they escort the people out. What I don't understand is the shooting part. What were they shooting at? And then how'd the guy get away?
I have no idea.
That's what I don't understand.
I have. And apparently the campus was on lockdown for in excess of 12 hours.
Now, this campus is Brown University's one of the more liberal schools in the Ivy League. It costs approximately $100,000 a semester to go there. And
God damn.
Yeah. And from what has been shared on other posts and stories is that it is like the most camera monitored university around.
So that's why
that's funny.
That's why it's weird they don't have.
It's funny. I'm right here in this part of the article. It says Rhode Islanders are calling for answers from authorities as Brown University gunman remains on the loose. On Monday, Fox News Digital spoke with Eve Steiglitz, whose parents live close to Brown University. Is in the area for the holidays. Zero faith in the security system right now. People are shocked by the lack of footage and very uncomfortable, she said. There's thousands of cameras in that neighborhood and around campus. I don't understand how you could go amiss. How is there no video of the shooter? I don't understand how a $70,000 a year university doesn't have that level of security.
Room and board. That was
right.
That's tuition
right.
alone.
but doesn't have that level of security. So yeah, I mean,
And
you're videotaped everywhere.
And something else I'd like to say is the mayor of Providence. So they were on lockdown, right, for a while.
Yeah.
And they're saying, shelter in place, don't leave your thing. And they arrest the guy, and then the mayor comes out and he's like, it's okay to go out. And then they're like, well, it was the wrong guy. And the mayor's like, that's okay. We haven't had another shooting in a couple hours. So we're pretty sure it's okay to go out. And I'm like, oh, that really instills a lot of confidence. There you go.
Yeah, no shit.
Hey, we haven't heard any gunshots, but from what I have discerned, I mean, it looks like this guy could completely get away with this. They don't really.
I hope not, man.
And-
Because I know when they announced that they arrested someone for the Brown University thing, one of the first things I saw was one of the usual suspects on social media put out a picture of this alleged shooter and said, "Oh, look, it's a white guy from Montana or Minnesota or wherever the hell he was from."
It always goes down there.
And then they put out the typical, Mega doesn't know what to say about this, as if, I mean, it just creates this whole notion that somehow that we're only interested in it if it's someone an illegal alien or someone from Mexico or a black person. I mean, what a bunch of crap. We don't condone any of this stuff.
Right.
And this whole idea that somehow we're going to not want to talk about it or make it less of an issue if it's some white dude from Iowa or the middle of the country somewhere. No, I mean, it's all wrong. What happened to Rob Reiner was wrong. What happened to Charlie Kirk was wrong. What happened in Australia was wrong. I mean, all these shootings, I mean, all this, we don't stand by any of it. And I don't care who the perpetrator is.
Right.
I want the justice meted out the same way for an illegal alien that goes on a rampage, drunk driving, hits someone driving the wrong way on the highway, kills a family of 5, a mom and 3 little kids. I want that person to face the same amount of justice as some white dude who, picks up a gun and goes on a shooting rampage in a mall.
Right.
We want justice for, with justice to be done in all those cases.
Wrong is wrong. And I think, we've shown we don't agree when he pulled the MAGA stuff in, and, obviously since he loves to argue with us, but, we don't agree with everything that all Trump supporters fucking believe in.
Right.
We'll voice it out. We did it earlier in this show. But yeah, wrong is wrong. And whoever these pieces of shit are who are killing innocent fucking people, yeah, you need the fucking book thrown at you. Ride the lightning. I don't care.
Well, the thing is,
get the fuck out of here. We don't need you. We don't need you here.
Just like when we discussed the
I'm gonna do our sponsor after your thought.
Yeah, but Rob Reiner thing, the first thing I said was, take the president's remarks out of it, but we're like, it's terrible. We didn't go, oh, it must have been a liberal had shot Rob Reiner. Okay, I don't know his son. I don't care what his son's politics are. And Dan's right. As soon as that story broke, oh, it looks like MAGA, blah 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 blah.
Right.
Everyone wants to go straight to the gotcha moment and let the facts bear out what it is. I hope at first I hope the person is caught, prosecuted. That girl that was killed. Tragic story.
19 years old.
19 years old. Very bright future. Very, very outspoken from what I've understood. And you to get into that school, let's be fair. Yeah, it's $100,000 a semester. You've either got to be very well connected,
you're going to Brown,
or you've got to be very, very smart.
You got some chops. You're going to Brown.
So, it's sad. This is, it's any murder is sad. Don't get me wrong, but it's just a terrible situation. And I'm not going to go to a political deal on that.
Right. All right. We're going to hear from our sponsor, Murphy Engraving, right quick.
Hi, everyone. Dan Carroll here. Time to tell you about a great new sponsor for the One More and I'm Out of Here podcast. It's Murphy Engraving. Murphy Engraving is the place to go for your business, industrial, and personal engraving needs. Take a look at the Murphy Engraving page on Facebook, and you're going to see all kinds of unique items that really seem to take on a life of their own because they've been customized with an image, a name, or a logo, and all of it just really beautifully done. The acrylic sports awards that light up our especially creative and very cool. The customized bottles of bourbon, those are my personal favorite. And wait till you see what they can do with items that are made out of wood. The next time you want to recognize someone special or you're looking for that one-of-a-kind gift, you'll be glad you checked out Murphy Engraving. And a bonus, you're supporting a local family-owned business run by brothers Brian and Kevin, who is a lifetime firefighter and Air Force vet. At Murphy Engraving, they turn the ordinary into the extraordinary, and at Murphy Engraving, we are American-made.
American.
So let me ask, have you guys been following very much this whole Candace Owen thing? When there was a time when she was a regular contributor on Fox News, and my wife always perked up. Oh, I just love that Candace Owens, and I mean she was as smart as a whip. Had really great commentary on a lot of different things. And I know she was with Charlie Kirk in the beginning when they started Turning Point USA. And apparently she's gone down some Alice in Wonderland rabbit hole, and it has a conspiracy theory about everything. And she apparently has been saying some not so very nice things about Erica Kirk. And this has been going on for weeks or months now, ever since the assassination.
Yeah. And
apparently it's gotten pretty bad. But my understanding is that Erica Kirk and Candace Owens were going to have a one-on-one meting today.
They apparently
try and get things ironed out.
I'll be curious to see how that.
Have you followed this very much at all? I mean, I cannot. I know some people who think it's a huge deal, and I guess Tucker Carlson was playing a part in all this with some conspiracy theories. I mean, I have not really followed it at all. I mean, I'm aware that there's a lot of back and forth going on.
Well, the thing was, is Candace and Charlie were friends,
yeah,
and worked together. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what sparked it. Obviously, I mean, right after the shooting, that's when she started, digging and coming up with these theories. And I mean, fuck, I don't know. I mean, I can't say whether they're true or false, but she's saying that it happened. Someone in Turning Point.
Let's be fair. She's also, she's had some crazy things about Charlie Kirk, or what she believes it's a conspiracy, blah, 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 blah. She also believed or still believes that Macron's wife is a man.
Right.
And I don't understand why that's a big story, even if it's true. I mean, I'm not saying it's true. I don't think it's true. But she's kind of, I don't want to use the word crazy, but she's definitely pushing the boundaries of
she's out there
nutty. And,
why is she doing that? So I mean,
so with this headline, Erica Kirk agrees to a private discussion with Candace Owens. So I have this quick video from Faulkner.
With America and the world, we are grateful at Fox to have her here to shine a light on healing, as we all miss and mourn the loss of her beloved Charlie Kirk. Not all of her journey has been without, hate, conspiracies.
I'm not going to play the whole thing, obviously, but
speculation about where her husband is buried. Now, for the first time, Erica, who's with me now, addresses all of it from the perspective of a grieving widow, a mom, and a battle-tested American. Good to see you again today. Talk to me about this part of the conspiracy.
And there's a reason I'm showing this.
Disturbing part that people are trying to guess where Charlie is.
Can I have one thing? Can I have one thing? Can my children have one thing? Everything was public. We will be building the most beautiful memorial for my husband at Turning Point USA, and it will be for the world to see, and it will be spectacular, and it will have basically museum style for our Charlie, for my Charlie.
So the reason I played that part of it is she's getting a lot of shit
now
because she's going on these speaking tours and everything else, and obviously that was a huge thing that happened. Him getting assassinated, and like Saturday Night Live's even fucking hitting on it. Like she's getting fucking roasted.
Saturday Night Live is
really? They're doing like the tear dab and all this shit. And I mean, I couldn't imagine what it would be like to lose Jill. like where my emotions, where my feels would be. You know, I have no idea.
the
Right?
hell's
I
wrong
know it
with
would be a
Saturday
bad
Night
fucking
Live?
place. And Saturday Night Live's just gone to shit
They've
anyway.
never been funny. I mean, they've
But-
been funny for a long
But
time.
she's grabbing a lot of shit, and Candace Owens just keeps fucking piling on all these theories. But yet there has been no proof. Like, she keeps saying these things, but she's not bringing any foundation to it.
I thought she had. I thought, I could be wrong, but someone had sent me something that says, "Oh, Candace Owens is going to have a breaking story tonight at whatever," and then it never ever materializes. She's always like,
there's been multiple of those.
yeah, she's like, "I'm going to release this, and you'll know what I'm talking about when," and I'm like, and then she never does.
Right.
So who
She's
knows?
getting clicks. She's getting paid a shit ton of money to do her podcast.
Why can't we do that?
Well, we're not
Are we doing it wrong?
apparently. Well, I mean, if you look into chats, everybody hates us. So,
I mean, but shouldn't we? Shouldn't we?
but yet they still tune in. So it's amazing.
Shouldn't we?
I guess we need to crank up the conspiracy.
All right,
Yeah,
and we have some new haters, so it all works out. But we're working toward it. But she's getting paid a shit ton of money to go on her. You know, her. I've never listened to it. I don't know if it's an hour, 2 hours, whatever it is. But I don't understand unless she comes up with some fruits of her labor. Then shut the fuck up. That's where I'm at. I mean, it sucks.
Well,
There's kids that
she'll shut up. She'll shut up when she stops making money off that.
exactly.
So until it hits the old walletto, she's not going to shut up. And that's a problemo. So
Look at you go.
So my Spanish speaking.
Why would anybody be perturbed though about this? She doesn't want to release the location of Charlie Kirk's final resting place.
I
mean,
didn't even
why,
know that.
why,
was-
is- I,
why
I, didn't,
can't-
I didn't know that was a thing either.
I didn't even know that was.
Why
in it.
can't
And
that?
that's why I
she
played
said,
that.
"Can I have one thing?"
So is this? I mean, is
Why?
that-
Why can't she keep that private if she wants to?
she should? What business is it of anyone?
Right.
It's no one's business. If the family wants to keep that private, that's they're perfectly within their rights to do that. I would think.
purview and respect it. I mean, I don't. What is the what is the implication or what is the insinuation that what is he really not dead?
I don't know.
Candace,
I
is
guess
that
not.
it?
Yeah, I
Is that
guess
where you're
he's-
going? I mean, what do you want to do? I mean, seeing a stone in the ground
Maybe
or
he's
whatever.
palling around with Elvis now.
I was just going
I
to
mean,
say
not
that,
dead,
you weird
know?
fuck. I was going to be like, Charlie and Elvis are hanging
Yeah,
out.
I mean, who knows? I mean, I don't know.
Whatever. I mean, there's just a lot. I mean, I don't understand what makes people go nutty. I mean, I just don't get it.
The thing I don't get is who's got time for all this?
Nobody. Barely.
Do you have time to keep up with all
the
the comings and goings of Candace Owens and
or Charlie Kirk
Char-
or,
well,
or
and,
Erica
uh,
Kirk or whatever? No, I don't. Too busy living
Tucker
my life.
Carlson? I mean, I can't keep up with it all.
Even Tucker Carlson. Let's be fair. I was cars on the table.
Fucking Tyler S. It's Charlie, Tupac, and Biggie
There you go.
all hanging
Yeah.
out.
Like I was you guys know I was when he was on Fox News, I would religiously watch Tucker Carlson because
I was the same way.
he made me laugh every night. He made me laugh. It was hilarious. I thought he was funny. Blah blah blah. Since he's been off Fox, he's kind of gone down this. Maybe not having the spotlight on you sucks, and you're trying to figure out a way to get it back. I don't know. He's got plenty of money.
Yeah, money's not an issue.
Money's not an
For
issue,
sure.
and I think he had it before he was ever on Fox. But I couldn't tell you. I just don't know what makes these people. Maybe it is the fact that the limelight's off you. When you have fame and it kind of and the light goes away from you, maybe you start doing anything you can to get the light of attention back on you. So being bombastic and ridiculous is probably the answer. I'm that's all I can speculate.
I don't know.
I mean, like when this show ends, what will we do?
Oh my
I'm
God.
gonna go home and
No, I meant for good.
oh,
I didn't mean I had to spell that for Dan.
Do we need to start a countdown timer?
I mean,
then maybe some younger people will come up and take our place.
I doubt it.
Nobody-
Be the
nobody-
One More Out Here podcast.
Nobody's
Nobody-
filling these shoes.
nobody can
second,
fill
the
your
second
shoes.
generation.
Nobody can fill your shoes. So
when
Andrew,
when you sell this house, you can be like, okay, this is the deal. Studio stays.
it has to continue.
You have to take over.
This is
This
This is-
sacred One More and I'm Out of Here studio.
This room could be nothing more than a studio.
this is a clause at the bottom of the contract,
That's right.
and you just signed it. So you are out of town Friday,
I
correct?
am. Yes, I am.
And you are still good for Friday, correct?
too busy this Friday, and
No,
Dan. will,
all right is not Is that a
Dan
yes?
will-
I should be good for Friday.
Dan, that's a positive from Dan. He'll forget
that
2 or
is
3
Dan's
times.
positive.
If you know anything about Dan, he'll forget.
He absolutely.
Dan, now
forgot.
you
I'll
are
send a reminder.
now.
Myself.
Is it correct that you are cheating on us tomorrow? Is that correct?
What do you mean?
That's not a difficult question.
Oh, no. Our buddy Todd Sledge, who
Yes.
also has a podcast, has asked me to be a guest on
who
his
Dan thought we were doing this podcast tomorrow like 4 different fucking times,
And
even
then
though we
today-
talked about it
today
4
he
different
was
times.
still-
He
I'm
asked
sure.
me a couple weeks ago to be a guest on his show, and I agreed to it, and so that'll be at 4:00 tomorrow.
So are you prepping for that show?
I don't know. I have no idea what he wants to talk about, so
Does he have callers?
I'll
on
be
that
a
show?
guest.
Can-
He'll ask me
can-
questions. I'll answer questions,
Does,
and
does he take studio
I
participation?
have no idea. I have never. Have you seen the Todd Sledge podcast?
I've seen it. Yeah,
What's it called?
around A Town.
Yeah, Around A-Town.
So-
I have not seen it.
Yeah,
Have you been a guest on
he's a
that?
buddy of ours.
No, apparently
He's
I-
been on our podcast before.
Apparently, I'm
Well, good.
not
I'm glad to say I
worthy
get to be a
of,
guest before you.
Apparently, I'm not worthy of being a guest on Around A-Town, which is fine by
Around
me.
A-Town.
But
I
so
thought he had you on.
no. Can
I
we-
don't know what insight I can bring. But
Can we call in or comment?
I
on it?
have no idea. I have no idea if it's a live call-in show or not.
I'm going to.
Well, and he doesn't go live either.
But
so
I have to be at the.
it just gets posted on his.
I have to be
on
at the
his page.
studio at 4:00, and off we go.
I am going to log in as Cincy 514
What for?
just to throw you for a loop.
But everybody, we appreciate you tuning in. We're gonna have 1 or 2 more before Christmas hits, and we will say Christmas on this show.
Yeah.
But,
Merry Christmas.
we'll be back at you on Friday, probably 4:00 if that works for you. But
Should work.
it'll be on the Instagram. But we appreciate you guys. Tell somebody to tune in, subscribe, like, download,
Hit that like button.
hit the like button,
Bang on it.
and we'll see you
Let's see if I
Friday.
can find that video of Pappas's girlfriend.
Yes, you got to find that. That's
That
your
was-
that's your
would've been
homework.
absolute
That's your show
classic,
prep
man.
for Friday.
I'm so glad I came back to this.